Greatness is in his name, but Junior is much more than just his name. He could be one of the best, and I know that because he's already been the best at every level but the pros. Yeah. Junior was born on August 11, 2002 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to the Pro Bowl Hall of Fame wide receiver Marvin Harrison Sr., who just so happened to be one of the biggest pieces in the Peyton Manning-led Colts team in the late 90s and early 2000s. Growing up with someone like Marvin as your father is a recipe for an athletic-driven childhood 9 times out of 10. And so Junior played both football and basketball growing up, but ultimately focused on football going into high school, which turned out to be a pretty great decision, as you could probably guess. As a freshman, Junior attended La Salle College High School, but then transferred to St. Joseph's Preparatory School, where he led the team to 3 consecutive state championships while setting Philadelphia Catholic League career records with over 2,600 receiving yards and 37 touchdowns. Interestingly enough, while at St. Joseph, Junior played with a future Ohio State teammate in the quarterback Kyle McCord. But nonetheless, out of high school, Marvin was a 4-star prospect and was ranked the 14th best receiver recruit in the country. So all that in mind, Junior had a ton of offers, as you could probably guess, from pretty much every big school you could think of. And although you think that his father's alum in Syracuse might be an option, ultimately Junior decided on Ohio State because of the wide receivers coach and Brian Hartline, the school atmosphere, facilities, and his relationship with Kyle McCord. And I mean, it's Ohio State. So yeah. Marvin enrolled at Ohio State on January 2021, and as a freshman went into a receiver room with future NFL studs like Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. All things considered, there wasn't all that much room for Junior to put up any crazy stats, so he just had around 139 yards and 3 touchdowns, with most of it coming in his breakout performance against Utah in the Rose Bowl.
To throw for it, the downfield shot, he drops it in, touchdown!
Going into his sophomore season, there were pretty high expectations on Marvin after his 3-touchdown Rose Bowl performance, and upon that with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave leaving for the NFL draft. And let's just say from the first game on, Marvin was cooking, as he had 76 yards in the season opener. And so when fellow stud Smith-Njigba went down with injury, Junior took over, and in his first game as a number 1, he put up over 180 yards and 3 touchdowns against good old Arkansas State. Throughout the rest of the season, Marvin put up stellar performance after stellar performance with several 100-yard games as he helped lead Ohio State to a game against the defending national championship Georgia Bulldogs in the Peach Bowl until
end zone. There was heavy pressure. Actually, a flag comes out.
After leaving the game with a concussion while the Buckeyes were up 35-24, Georgia came back and won 42-41, which hey, may not have happened if a certain Marvin Harrison was still healthy. But either way, Junior had a great year with over 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns as he was a unanimous All-American and named the Richard Howard Receiver of the Year as the best wideout in all the Big Ten. At Ohio State's Pro Day for the 2023 NFL Draft, Junior ran routes for CJ Stroud, and although he wasn't eligible that year, he gained a ton of attention from NFL scouts, and crazy enough got more coverage than many draft-eligible prospects. That in mind, it wasn't a shock that once again there were high expectations going into his junior year, but just like the previous season, he more than lived up to it with over 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns, as he went on to win the 2023 Fred Biletnikoff Award as the best wide receiver in all of college football. As you could probably guess, there wasn't a better time to declare for the NFL draft, and so following the season, Marvin did so as one of the top prospects in the whole thing.
The Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr.
Junior was taken 4th off the board by Arizona, going to a team in need of receiver talent, and with the little stud of Kyler Murray at quarterback. The two just seemed to be destined to be a great 1-2 punch, so Marvin's first game performance was very surprising as he only caught 1 pass for 4 yards, with the clip of him being wide open going viral because it likely would have won them a game and got him a better stat line. But no matter the case, let's just say that Junior came back with a vengeance the following week.
Roll out, looking deep for Harrison! Marvin Harrison Jr.!
Against the Rams, Marvin had 4 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns, all of which in the first quarter. Crazy enough, as the Cardinals cruised to a 41-10 win, and Marvin made his way right back into the spotlight. Now looking ahead, it's interesting to think of what him and Kyler could do on what is quickly becoming a very interesting and underrated Cardinals team that may be in a tough division, but seems to have enough firepower to contend. Although, let's just say a completely healthy 49ers team is a bit lofty for even some of the best in the league. Anyways, it's super early into Junior's career, but I think he's already shown flashes of what could be a one-of-a-kind duo with him and Kyler. And you gotta think that the sky's the limit after what he did at Ohio State.
Goes deep, McCord, wide open receiver, caught! Harrison!
Thanks for watching the video, subscribe, like, and hey, you can dislike if you want. I don't really care. I do. But anyways, have a nice day and peace out.